saga continues. Yes, it does. The saga continues. The saga that is the lawsuit against Joy Taylor and Skip Bayless and Fox Sports and everybody in that sexcapade over there in Hollywood, California, Los Angeles. Yes, it is. That is what is going on. The saga of the sexcapades at FS1. There's more to unpack in this story, and there's gonna be so much more. My goodness, this is the day that I wish I was Marcellus Wiley and I had the knowledge that he had. But I did watch his videos because that man knows what's popping and cracker lacking inside the walls of FS1. He had a lot to say. But I'm going to focus on one particular thing on the video that he did, along with a number of things to break down more of who Joy Taylor is and the things that she has said in the past. A couple of her, at least one of her most horrendous takes ever, what she looked like coming back to work on Monday. Really convenient. By the way, in the background, I have the Miami Heat game against the Golden State Warriors up. The Heat is up by 9 points right now in the second quarter with 3 minutes to go. Make that 12. Looks like the Miami Heat is trying to win a game without Jimmy Butler. We shall see. But let's jump in on this. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of Rudy's Rant, powered by Coming Out of the Podcast. I'm your host, Rudy Rodriguez Showmont. We talk facts over feelings. Yes, we do. If you're new to the channel, please be sure to like, subscribe, follow, hit that bell, become a member, all that good stuff. Leave a comment, like the video, share the video, all that. I appreciate you so very much. For those of you who are back again, I thank you so much. You notice the two logos, changing it up a little bit. Got the two logos here in the left top corner. Come on now, the podcast logo, Rudy's Rant logo. We're rebranding this bad boy, making it on and popping. We're dropping merch, t-shirts. These logos will be on t-shirts and a number of other logos that I have designed because it's going to be fire, fire, fire. Let's go. Joy Taylor went back to work Monday. Today is now Tuesday. I can only imagine how uncomfortable that day was. I can only imagine. I mean, was she calling the HR for a conversation? I mean, she's in a position right now where she can't say anything. She's in a lawsuit. So she can't say a word. So that leaves us all to comment and speak and think and speculate and all that good stuff. Videos everywhere. You name it, they're dropping it, whether it's Marcellus Wiley, Stephen A. Smith, Ben Daniel, Anton Daniels, Mika, all the people, self-talk, all these different Dreamers Pro, Jason Whitlock, everyone's dropping videos on this stuff with their own commentary. I think I have a pretty good background because I know the field. I know the beginnings of Joy Taylor from South Florida. But Marcellus Wiley has the knowledge. I'm going to play for you a clip from his video that he dropped yesterday where he says it was well known. He says, one, it wasn't known. He didn't know anything about her porking allegedly the boss, Charlie Dixon, but it was very well known in the walls of FS1 that Joy Taylor and Emmanuel Acho were getting it on. I'm going to play this for you right now.
If you have all these other witnesses who say and says that they know as well. Reason I can't go there is because, one, I wasn't in the bedroom with any of them, and two, listen to me, I never heard that Charlie Dixon and Joy Taylor were sleeping together. But upon hearing that, I'm not going to lie to y'all, it makes a lot of things make sense. It unlocks a lot for me. Sleeping with Emmanuel Acho, I've heard that before, multiple times. Recent as a week or two ago, part of the reason it was suggested that they do a show together was because of these allegations in the lawsuit that they were sleeping together, conspiring to get that to go. Conspiring with Charlie, conspiring with Emmanuel Acho. Let's make this work. What is crazier is how they split apart, do it different shows. You can say, well, Skip is fired, which is a part of this lawsuit as well. I mean, this is crazy. That's why I say I'm going to systematically break this thing down. They split apart different shows. Why did they go on different shows, they say? Relationship went sour. So the Acho to Joy Taylor, I've heard before. And like me, you know, I protect the guilty. I'm never going to be the first to the party. Never going to be the first.
All right. That's what I wanted you to see. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Well known, heard it even up to a week or two ago, that Joy Taylor and Acho were porking. And yeah, she's giving up the box. She gave up the box to get her job. She gave up the box to get promoted. She just gives up the box. And she walks around with this moral high ground with her moral compass and lets people know about how bad men are. I mean, really, she goes in on men real well. So it's kind of funny and ironic that the biggest cheater always talks about cheaters. The biggest cheater always talks about people cheating. People who aren't cheating don't really talk about cheating, but those who cheat talk about cheating all the time. There's always an issue. So I'm going to show you another video right here. Right here, this video. This video
think
is
that all men cheat. I have been with men.
All right, this is Joy Taylor telling you that cheating about men and how men cheat, and you know, doesn't think all men cheat, but she thinks lots of men cheat and all that stuff. And let me see, this is the best video angle.
Think that all men cheat. I have been with men who haven't cheated. I know men who do not cheat. I have friends that are in relationships that do not cheat. There is no thing you can do to keep yourself from getting cheated on. You can marry someone and they're the only person that you've ever been with, and you were a virgin when you met them, and you were loyal, they still get cheated on. You can date multiple people. You could be outside. You could still get cheated on. Can you find someone that you feel has, you know, really strong morals in that space and was raised in a family that yes, and you could still get cheated on. The last part of this, though, that I will also add is that when you're talking about people who are in the entertainment industry, when you're talking about people who have access to a variety of different spaces, you can't apply that to everyone's lifestyle. And generally, if you have more access to temptation, it makes it more difficult to stay on the rails. Now, I'm not saying that your man isn't cheating because he doesn't have the opportunity to. I'm just saying that those sensibilities change as well. You cannot control other people's behavior. Treat you how they want to treat you, because that's what humans are. Humans do what they want to do.
Yeah, Joy, we know humans do what they want to do. They do what they want to do. We are very well aware of that. And somehow she mentioned opportunity and stuff like that. This is the guy that you said that was your temptation. This is your temptation. This guy was your temptation. This guy, he was your temptation. You are easily, you give up the box to anything, man. You give it up to anybody. That's like capital 304. You give it up to anyone. If this shows you that any man can get some ass. Any man, if he has some level of power, can get some tail. Because I can guarantee you, Charlie Dixon's wife does not look in the face like Joy Taylor. Now, Joy Taylor's body is bleh, In the face, she's pretty. And then she opens her mouth, and then she's a turnoff. But this guy who has power got that ass. And she sits here and she's talking about how anyone you could marry anyone. It doesn't. You can't keep them cheating. Yeah, you know what? You're right. You were talking all about yourself. You were just reflecting on your life of cheating on man after man after man. And we know for a fact that at the very least, you cheated on your first husband and the next guy that you were supposed to marry. And we also know that while you were porking Mr. Dixon over here, you also started banging Mr. Acho, Emmanuel Acho. So I don't know, were you in a relationship with Mr. Dixon? So were you cheating on Charlie too? Or were you cheating on Acho with Charlie? But one way or the other, you were sharing that kitty with everybody. This woman is all over the place, people. It is how can this woman walk through the halls at Fox Sports 1 and people not look at her like she is lower than garbage, that she is nothing but a slut bucket? How do they do it? I mean, I couldn't do it. I would have if I was a woman, I'd have a big problem with everybody knowing my business, that I am an easy peasy, stick it up the wheezy. But pretty much any man who looks at me, because I can show you another video of her nonsense. Let me pull this one. So here is another video of the classy Joy Taylor and her comments about men. She is a woman that thinks like a man, but she thinks like a man in a way that's more calculated and evil and despicable. We as men, we think with the wrong head way too often as individuals, and we don't use our sense. And while women are very calculated in behavior just because of who they are, but she's a woman who's calculated, but also she's so desensitized to sex and sexual relations. Like, listen to this shit that she says in her podcast right here. This is just shows you who she is.
Hypotheticals have got us in a chokehold, and we must free ourselves. It's fun to argue about. It's fun to talk about what you would do in this scenario, or would you leave the game if the seats were high, or if a man took you this place on a first date, what you would do. And I'm telling you, like, every interaction that I have with people now, in some way or another, these things come up. Can we just keep it a buck? If they're fine enough, if they're funny enough, or if their financial status is what you want, fine, funny, fucking money, you're throwing all boundaries, standards, all that shit you talked on Instagram about how you would never, and this woman ain't because women this and men this, and you're moving forward with this person.
No,
All right, nobody cares about Taylor Rooks. Think about what she just said, people. If you're fine enough, funny enough, or have fucking money enough, financially secure enough, all your boundaries go in a ball, throw them away. That's Joy Taylor. She describes herself again. She told you again who she is. She has no boundaries. Her boundaries go as far as her ambition takes her. Wherever she wants to get career-wise, her boundaries disappear. She will do whatever it takes to get there. She just told you again. Believe her. This is why that lawsuit is factual, allegedly. But if you're telling me that your boundaries disappear when money and power are put in front of you, then you're ethically flawed. You're ethically flawed. For some people, the price of ethics is a lot higher than others. Her price of ethics and dignity and integrity are very low. Her price is very low. She sacrificed not one, but two marriages for her career opportunities. Two marriages she sacrificed for her career opportunities. She did not care. She has no feelings. This woman has a hole in her soul. I'm telling you, she has a hole in her soul. It is a scary thing when you hear a woman like that. Scary, I'm telling you. There is something truly missing within Joy Taylor. There's just something missing. She has an emptiness to her when you listen to this, and yet she wants to give people advice on dating. She wants to give people relationship advice on a podcast. Folks, if you take advice from this with ladies, whatever ladies are watching this show, if you take advice from Joy Taylor, you better be prepared to be alone for the rest of your life. Because that woman's gonna die alone. She's gonna have no children, and she's gonna die alone. Her vanity is too high for her to have a kid, and she's gonna die alone. It's what's gonna happen. She has an emptiness to her. It's not a good energy. It's not a good energy to her. And then if you look at some of these comments that she's made about Caitlin Clark and certain topics, listen to this, for example. I want to show you another video that she did where she makes some comments here and she finds that, she shows you again who she is. But again, this is a horrible take. This is a horrible sports take. But the fact that she likes this, she's like the person that killed. I'll explain in a second.
I'll say this. I really enjoy villains. I like villains. I like villains more than most. But
Think about that. I really enjoy villains. I like villains. I like villains more than most. She's a villain. She lives her life as a villain. She lives her life as an evil person. In the world of reality, villains are evil. And Fox FS1 is a villain if you want to keep it 100 and say keep it a buck. It's FS1's a villain. A villain that allowed this type of behavior to go on in their company. But she likes villains. She likes people like her. People who have no soul, people who don't care about others.
why is she a villain? Because of what she does on the court?
She said she was.
Who made her the villain?
She said she was the villain.
Self-proclaimed.
Who made her the villain? Because someone made her the villain, and it wasn't her. She was being herself.
See, listen to that. She's not even. She's just making something up. Someone made her the villain, and it wasn't her. She's referring to Angel Reese, obviously. Angel Reese made Angel Reese the villain. Angel Reese was not the villain until Angel Reese decided she wanted to be the villain. There is plenty of black basketball players who are not the villain. Plenty of black female basketball players who are not looked at as a villain. Angel Reese made a concerted effort to be that one. And she said she was the villain. I'll accept that role. Well, you made yourself that role with your behavior. Media didn't make you that role. Media did not make you the villain. In fact, media have gone out of their way to paint you as this wonderful person who's misunderstood. The media of women's basketball has embraced Angel Reese. So it's not the media who's made her the villain, but let's continue.
And bragging the same way that all athletes brag when they win, when they hit a big shot, when they do this.
See, that's bullshit. See, she's lying. She's a sociopathic liar. Dame Lillard does this. Dame Lillard has never in his life gone into the face of a player that he just hit a shot over and gotten within 6 inches of him and done this. Because she's lying. If Dame Lillard ever did that to another player, he would get put on his ass. If you remember when he hit that big shot over Paul George from 37 feet out, yes, he ended up getting piled on. He's like waving bye-bye, but he wasn't this close to Paul George when he did that. He was 20, 30, 40 feet. Paul George may not have even seen it happen. See, that is the difference. She's lying. This, I've never seen a man go ring. I've never seen a man do that. The only person I've ever seen do that was Angel Reese and LSU because they were following Angel Reese's behavior. And Angel Reese follows Caitlin Clark around the court doing this and this. She was this close to her face. Do not compare. See, Joy Taylor's a liar. A liar. This is the human that Joy Taylor is. This is an example of someone who's literally on a set lying about a topic. I'm going to show you another lie of hers.
I've seen it a million times.
No,
but
you haven't.
We don't talk about them the way that we talk about Angel Reese.
Because they don't see it. You're lying.
So it's very easy to say that we're just going to eliminate the fact that she is a young girl and eliminate the fact that she is a black girl and eliminate the fact that she's an unapologetic black girl. We could take all that.
What is okay, here we go. See, I have come to accept that the word unapologetic means obnoxious. Because if I, Rudy Rodriguez Shoma, am unapologetic, I will be the nastiest motherfucker you have ever met in your life. If you think Rudy's rant can get nasty, I got more levels. I got a lot more. I got some levels that I can go, but it will get me taken off of YouTube. It'll have people yelling to cancel me in my small channel. I got levels. This bullshit where you can be unapologetic to a level where you're just an obnoxious piece of shit 247. No, again, how many black women are in professional basketball? They're not viewed as villains. They don't ask to be villains. Angel Reese has told you she wants to be a villain. She does things to make her the villain, but the media still protects her. The media, the national WNBA media protects her. But this lying sack of shit is telling you a story that is not true. Just not true. It's just ridiculous.
I love playing the we don't see color game. We don't see gender game. Let's do that. Do we talk about men who brag after winning or hitting a big shot the way that we talk about Angel Reese? I'll clear it up for you. We don't.
Angel Reese has never hit a big shot, so shut the fuck up. Angel Reese has won games because she's on a team. She's never hitting big shots. She can't make a layup. And whether this is, I don't even know when this was, if this was during the Final Four or if this was during the WNBA, but this bullshit, it's just nonsense. This is nonsense. She's making up a story. She's using the black card for which Joy Taylor walks around and she gets the makeup she's wearing. Folks, I'm letting you know right now. I promise to God, Joy Taylor's skin color is like mine. Joy Taylor's skin color is like mine. She's got so much makeup on. She's making herself darker. And I'm not saying I'm being hyperbolic when she says like mine. Her skin color is like that of my youngest son who was just born, who is very, very fair skinned. Go look at pictures of Joy Taylor when she was in high school.
Don't do segments about that because it's very she's supposed to act. The reason we know that is because of the reaction that we got from her. And when she did that to Caitlin Clark last year, people didn't like it. Men do that all the time.
Again, no, they don't. You keep lying. You keep making up a story. They don't. Men don't. Men don't do it the way Angel Reese did it. If a man did that to another man, there'd be a fist fight. There'd be a fist fight. And if Angel Reese had done that to another black woman, first of all, she wouldn't have. That's the first thing. She wouldn't have. She would never have done that to Aaliyah Boston. She would not have done that to Camila Cardoso. But if she had, they would have laid her out.
Joe Burrow, we could pull up so many clips of men doing this, and this, and this, and this, and this.
What about the
We ask for a lot of authenticity from players. Mm-hmm. We ask for the.
I don't care about the rest of this anymore. She's like, we asked for authenticity. I don't give a fuck. She's a liar, and this is just another example of lying. Let me show you a picture of Joy Taylor. I'm gonna show you a picture of Joy Taylor when she was in high school. You tell me if this looks like the same person. You tell me, is that the same person? That is Joy Taylor right there. This is Joy Taylor. That woman, that girl is 3 shades lighter than what you see on TV today. She darkens her skin so that she can go around claiming black. Yeah, sure. She has a parent who's black. She's lighter skinned than Jason Taylor. Her natural complexion is lighter than her brother. I'm telling you, that does not look like the same person. She wears so much flipping makeup, it's absolutely ridiculous. She wears makeup to deepen the tone of her skin, to get that peanut butter skin complexion that Jason Whitlock was talking about. Her natural complexion is not peanut butter. I'm telling you, folks. She darkens her skin so she can take on that approach as a black woman. Yeah, she might technically be partially, but she does it extra to get the points because she wants to be viewed as a black woman. Let's look at this next clip real fast. Right here. So let's take a look at this next clip. This is when she's talking about Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese. She claims in this that Angel Reese is why Caitlin Clark got the attention. All right, but we're gonna debunk that real quickly. Okay, let's show you what it is. All right, right here. Let's go.
She just said the national championship game. We were not talking about Caitlin Clark before Angel Reese walked up to her, did this, and pointed to the ring. This is not my opinion. I lived it. I watched it. It was recorded. It was broadcasted live. We were not talking about Caitlin Clark before that moment.
See, that's a lie, and I'll show you how it's a lie because she lies. She's really good at this. This just shows you the type of person that she is, that she sacrifices even integrity on television. Like, her integrity on television is shit because she's showing you that she's going to lie no matter what about everything and anything. So this is an example right here. This is Google Trends, and these are internet searches, right? Caitlin Clark's in blue, Angel Reese is in red. They're pretty much on the ground the entire way through. You get to March, you see right here, Clark's above her. Look at this next week. Clark is at 66, Reese is at 14. That is before they played in the national championship game. That is before, not after, before. So take a look at those numbers, 66-14. So a week before they played, all the attention was Caitlin Clark. It wasn't until after they played that now Angel Reese became somebody right here. And even then, hey, look at her. She actually went past Caitlin Clark because Caitlin Clark brought her attention. That behavior brought Angel Reese attention because she was playing Caitlin Clark. Your statement, Joy Taylor, was completely proven to be false. And it is your responsibility as a journalist to actually tell the truth. But that's too hard for someone who lacks integrity and has a hole in their soul. She has no ethics. She has no moral compass, no moral fiber, no moral being. She lies. That's who she is. She shows it to us over and over and over and over again. This is proven. If you want to push it even further out, let's now show the reality of today. The reality of today will show you that ever since then, let's take a look. This is Caitlin Clark. This is in March of 2024. This is when they played again in the Elite Eight this past year. They played again. No one's caring about Angel Reese like they care about Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark didn't become important because of Angel Reese. It was the other way around. It's been proven over and over. So what she said on that show was wrong. Your eyes told you what you wanted your eyes to tell you, Joy Taylor, because you only see it one direction. We know I'm going to be blunt, a wannabe, because you sound like a white girl, but you want to be a black girl, but you You were too light-skinned when you were in high school, so the black girls looked at you different. The brown-skinned girls looked at you different. I mean, I know what it is because in the black race, there's colorism in the black race. There's no question about it. Which is also why she fucking tones her skin so dark. She wants to look like a black woman. Take a look at her Instagram. I mean, you don't have to look any further than that. There are pictures of her with women that are caramel complected, for which she looks almost the same tone because she wears so much makeup to bronze her skin. She bronzes the fuck out of her skin. It's in your face. But this is an example of Caitlin Clark higher than Angel Reese at all times. Angel Reese was made important by Caitlin Clark right here, and you can see it right there. Period. 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 Mic drop. You're a liar, Joy Taylor, but you know that's how you operate. You lie you lie to get your job. You fuck to get your job. You give up the box to get your job. You lie to your first husband. You lie to your second husband. You cheat on one. You cheat on the next. Sorry, the second you didn't get to the point of second husband because he found out and he didn't marry your sorry ass. Thank God for him. But yeah, so now I got one more video for you that I want to share with you. It is this one right here. Let's see here. This one I think I want to show you because I think it's important to understand and see that her own colleagues are afraid of her now. Her own colleagues are afraid of her now. So this final video is her first day back on the job on Monday, yesterday, right? She's now back at work. This shit is all blown up. Look at how covered she is today or yesterday. She's wearing a covered up neck high shirt, long sleeves, no titties out, or as Jason Whitlock likes to call it, no big rack in your face. You look at how these men look so ungodly uncomfortable just in their mannerisms. Paul Pierce is sitting on a stoop or whatever. Michael Irvin's over here dressing, I don't know what the fuck. This is another guy that, my God, bro, you're damn near 60. Can you dress like your age? Like, I mean, I'm not saying you gotta dress like an old man, but dude, what is this fucking tablecloth you're wearing for pants? And Keyshawn Johnson, like this man dresses like he ain't going to work. Like, do they not have any decorum at Fox Sports 1 in dressing properly for work? I don't know. But let's take a look at this and listen. Forget about listening. Who gives a shit about what she has to say? But look at the mannerisms. They're so far away from her. It is so uncomfortable.
I'm Joy Taylor here with Keyshawn Johnson,
That's
Paul
right.
What
Pierce,
is-
and the playmaker Michael Irvin. It's Victor.
What the hell is Keyshawn Johnson doing? I mean, Paul Pierce looks like, why am I here? This show's about to get canceled. She about to get fired. She's going to be put on. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if I'm of a job anymore.
Monday for some and vacation.
Keyshawn Johnson's throwing baseball pitches while standing there. I mean, he didn't play baseball. He's a football player. Why is he throwing baseball pitches? What is going on here?
Monday for others, but for the ones who did have victory Monday.
Kick him on the way out the door. Go on.
And then Michael Irvin's kicking someone out the door, look like a field goal kicker.
Vacation. Real vacations for some of them too, Joy, because some of them ain't coming back.
Exactly.
Some ain't coming back, Keyshawn Johnson says. Yeah, he might be referring to Joy Taylor herself because she might be going on a vacation permanently from Fox Sports 1 before this is all done with. But look at they are not comfortable. You can see it.
Who's walking around like the man on Monday, Michael?
All righty. So that's that. That just shows you, like, I mean, all of this, the bad takes, the lie takes, like there's bad takes and there's lie takes. She lies. She just lies. She makes up stories. And then you go with the fact that Marcellus Wiley has put out there that she was known to have been smashing Acho. Everyone knew it. How now it makes sense that she was smashing Dixon. Bro, this is a messy, messy situation. Joy Taylor is the epitome of someone who wears a mask. She is fake. You don't know what she is the woman that will spike your drink. Yes, I said it. She is the woman that will she's the type that will drop a roofie in your drink and go steal all your shit from your hotel room. She's that type. That's what she looks like to me. It's not illegal to fuck your way to the top. That's the difference. She's not committing a crime. But her behavior is of a woman that would do some shit like that. I'm not saying she would do that, but that's the behavior. She is doing the legal shit that you can do to fuck people over because that's the type of person she is. She has a hole in here. There's something empty. I feel sorry for her. But I feel even more sorry for the men that that encounter her. Not the Dixon guy, but her ex-husband, her soon-to-be next husband. I feel bad for those men because she's a person that has no soul at all. But let me know your thoughts. I'd love to hear what you got to say. Leave a comment, leave a like, leave a share. Let people know who we are. We appreciate you. Commenting is so important on our videos. It helps us grow. I appreciate you. I thank you. This is Rudy's Rant, where we talk facts over feelings. But come right now, the podcast. Come on now.